In our series on building muscle in specific areas, we covered how selecting 2 or 3 exercises with the objective of hypertrophy can yield phenomenal strength benefits in the context of working towards more advanced bodyweight skills and exercises. A bigger muscle belly means we have more contractile units to produce force, but the thing is, calisthenics exercises are compound by their very nature, and so this presents a challenge when targeting underdeveloped areas. Today we're looking at the back, the bedrock of bodyweight fitness, particularly when it comes to pulling exercises. We're going to go into how to get a bigger back and the best bodyweight exercises to achieve this. Let's get into it. How are you doing, Cali Crowd? Welcome back to the channel that makes calisthenics simple. When it comes to the best bodyweight back exercises, we actually have a fair few to choose from. So of all the areas in the body, the back may actually be the easiest to build with a bodyweight fitness methodology. So let's jump into the first exercise that makes that possible, and it is the inverted row. If you want a thicker, more defined upper back, there is no way around it. Horizontal rowing is a must. Here, the traps, rhomboids, rear delts, essentially all the muscles in the upper back get taxed in a way that they want to work. More so than this, by building the strength in the muscles responsible for scapular retraction, we get the postural benefits that actually make muscles like the chest and abs more defined, despite this exercise not greatly working those areas. Focus on full range, high quality repetitions, allowing the scapula to sink into protraction at the bottom of the rep and squeezing the scaps together in retraction at the top, driving the elbows back as you do so. Quick side note here, and an honorable mention for overhead pressing when it comes to building up the upper back. Shoulder flexion is a great movement pattern for working the upper back, and pike push-ups, handstand push-ups, and general hand balancing can lead to phenomenal growth in this area. Even though the shoulders are the prime movers of these exercises, the traps, rear delts, and rhomboids have to work very hard to stabilize. But to see how all these muscles work in conjunction, check out my video on building out the shoulders for more details. The next one, when it comes to the best bodyweight back exercises, needs no introduction, and it is of course the pull-up. Pull-ups, particularly arch back pull-ups, work vertical pulling in a way that allows us to get a deep stretch on the largest muscle in the back, the lats. If you want to construct a wider back, pull-ups will help you achieve this, but there does seem to be a misconception that wide grip pull-ups leads to a wider back. This is not necessarily true, and we can use this example to demonstrate. Hold your arm out at about 45 degrees from your body line, with your other arm pinching your lats. Pull down so that your arm is in a similar position to where it would be if you pulled your chin over a bar in a wide grip pull-up. Now do the same thing with your arm starting from right above your head, essentially the same position as it would be if you did a pull-up, starting with arms shoulder width apart. You'll find not only that your lats fire up more, but you're able to get significantly more range in the movement. This is because one of the jobs of the lats is adduction of the arm, essentially moving the arm closer to you. If we remember that we best grow a muscle by taking them from full stretch to deep contraction, we can understand why wide grip pull-ups are not the best for growing the lats. Instead, look for shoulder width pull-ups and focus on squeezing the elbows back and together at the top of the pull-up rep to really build the lats out. And in terms of grip type, supinated, pronated, neutral, don't get too bogged down in this, as all of these grip types will encourage strength and size gains in the back. Just choose whatever one allows you to pull with full range if muscle size is your goal. Pull-ups are arguably the best muscle building exercise for the upper body as a whole, but the impact of including them for getting a thicker, more aesthetically pleasing back is just next level. If you struggle with pull-ups, just scale them down and use an appropriate resistance band that allows you to hit full range with quality reps. Finally, we have the lower back, an often neglected area when it comes to bodyweight fitness, and an area commonly responsible for pain and hip imbalances. But the back extension remedies this. Calisthenics has many exercises that build the muscle along the front of the torso and drive strength in trunk flexion. But we should balance this out with the muscles responsible for trunk extension too, in order to prevent the imbalances we mentioned earlier. The back extension does this in a way that builds muscles in the lower back as well as the glutes. And if any of your goals include the planche or back lever, the strength gains created here are highly transferable. To that end, we don't want the back to excessively arch either. Quality is the goal here, so don't waste your time in extreme ranges of motion that add no value. Crowd, work these exercises into your training for serious back hypertrophy gains. And if you're looking for how to build muscle generally through calisthenics, then check out this video right here.